Hello and welcome to the Kanto Conference Finals, or the International Pokemon League semifinals. We have a clash of titans between the Bayern Münchlax and the Toronto Torterras. The Toronto Torterras finished second place in the Kanto Conference with an 8-5 record, and they beat the Vancouver Carvanhas last week in a pretty haxy and controversial battle. Bayern Münchlax, of course, coming off a bye after a great 10-3 season. Steven Dick, the coach of the Bayern Münchlax, confident that his team can make it through into the finals against Jared of the Ohio State Fighting Sea. As we can see, interesting teams on both sides here. For Bayern Münchlax, we have Weavile, Azelf, Sylveon, Scrafty, Tangrowth, and Donphan. And for the Powers of Entei, we have Powers of Entei, which is the coach of Toronto Torterras, Mega Metagross, Garchomp, Keldeo, Entei, Electros, and Uxie. Let's get into the battle. What stands out to you, Sahil?
Well,
by the way, I'm joined by Sahil, coach of the Milwaukee.
I just lost in the Kanto Conference Semifinals. So the winner of this game will be playing Jared in the IPL final. But anyways, we saw that Steven beat Kyle both times in the regular season, but he did not bring Entei, which is a serious threat to Steven's team. Not a lot can handle it. So we'll see how that can impact this game, and I'm going to say that I think Kyle's going to win this game.
You look at Steven's team. The only thing that really can handle Entei is that Donphan, or if he has some sort of Fire Berry on Tangrowth, that could be interesting. Scrafty also could have Shed Skin. Probably is Intimidate, though. We'll see what happens here. Two ground weaknesses for the Toronto Torterras. However, they do have two Levitate users.
Yes.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting. Weavile looks like he can put in a lot of work. And Katy Perry, the lead for the Bayern Münchlax, the Sylveon. And on the other side, you have Vesuvius, the Entei.
Yeah, this is a situation that Steven does not want to be in. Sylveon with base 65 defense is not going to want to take a Sacred Fire or whatever Iron Head, whatever this Entei has to offer it. So I expect to switch out here.
Sacred Fire really hits everything on his team, and if he burns the Donphan, it's EQ's.
Heal Bell is a possibility with Sylveon to recover from that.
Yeah, that's true.
And also if he's running some kind of bulky Scrafty, that's possible too. It can get Shed Skin, so you won't have to worry about the burn that much.
Yeah, he does have the Regenerator, physically defensive, Mega Tangrowth. It might be able to take one Sacred Fire, to be honest, but if this thing is banded, it'll be difficult to do. There's also the possibility of a Sashed Weavile or Azelf, and of course Donphan has 30. But a Sacred Fire probably would not take Donphan out from that range. He does go into Riff Raff the Scrafty, gets the Intimidate off, and here comes Sacred Fire. Will he get burned? He does. No Lumberry for Steven. He might go back out into Sylveon and get the Heal Bell off. Not good for Steven. Fortunately for him, Scrafty doesn't look like it does too much against his team. The knockoff would be nice, but the dark type for Metagross and Uxie would be nice, but he also does have Weavile.
Without that burn, it's going to live a second Sacred Fire as we see Scrafty go down, and it could have knocked off the item of Entei, so that could have been huge.
Here comes Not a Fan, the Donphan. He can go for an EQ here. He does have two Levitators. I would not be surprised if Steven elects to go for the knockoff.
Stealth Rocks are also a possibility.
Yep, Stealth Rocks are a
feels
possibility.
That important.
Yeah. No spinners or defoggers on Kyle's side, so Stealth Rocks could be really, really important. Actually, no spinners or defoggers on either side. So this could be annoying. Mm-hmm. Uxie and Garchomp, the two rock setters for the Powers of Entei. And he does go out into Landshark Stealth Rock. So Landshark the Garchomp might be able to get the Stealth Rocks up here. Be interesting to see what he wants to do. I'm expecting a defensive, the way he went out, a defensive Chomp. Of course, he did use Scarf Chomp with a lot of success earlier in the year. So this was a great free agent pickup by the Powers of Entei, dropped by the Toledo Mudkips early on in the season. Because of all the dragon typings, but
yeah. So we see Stealth Rock, which makes me think this is a defensive Chomp, as Kyle's been electing to run recently.
I wouldn't be surprised if Steven goes for the Leech Seed here. There's not a lot that they can do. Maybe T-Spikes. That would be very, very interesting. No poison type to absorb those on the side of the Toronto Torterras. A very, very interesting battle so far. You have to say Toronto Torterras have the upper hand. Here comes Cutie.
I think Tangrowth does get the potential for knockoff.
It does get knockoff. It'll be interesting. Cutie does get access to Fire Punch. Does not get Flamethrower or Fire Blast, however.
Either way, though, I think if Tangrith is this defensive, like how it always is, a fire punch shouldn't do much. Not stab, and doesn't have great attack, Uxie.
I could see a dazzling clean predicting the Weavile. The rocks up on either side of the field do break the sashes. Getting Leashy off on a potentially defensive wall, or especially defensive wall, is really good for Steven. And he is fully paralyzed, really unfortunate, but he is able to dwindle that thing down. A knockoff is going to hurt anything on this team, save Keldeo. But, I mean, you would not, no one in the right mind was switching to Keldeo. Maybe Entei comes in here. Shadow Ball, that does a lot. And, ooh, he goes for the EQ predicting the Entei. Interesting play there, man.
Yeah, I don't think Steven's the type to just forget about Pokemon's ability or anything like that.
No, he definitely was predicting that. Ooh. And you see the Rocky Helmet damage. Even though he went for the EQ there, you have to think that Steven came out on top, especially since this thing does have Regenerator. And that was probably a knockoff, I would suspect.
Mm-hmm. And Assault Vest is the type of Electros that Kyle normally runs, so that could have been huge. Yeah, and out into Katy Perry here, and that does nothing, especially defensive variant with the lefties. Maybe going for a Heal Bell here. A Hyper Voice is going to hurt anything coming in. He does have 2 resistances. I don't think you can Toxic right now if you're Steven, especially considering Mega Metagross does have the type advantage. Just the complete advantage, so he can't... he
goes for Shadow Ball.
Whoa.
Flash Cannon. I'm expecting a Wish here. I think that's something that he probably runs. Shadow Ball predicting the Mega Metagross. Steven being very, very aggressive early on here.
Yeah. That's interesting to me, not because
he does go for the Wish. No crit. Good for him. Steven, it'll be interesting if he is packing Protect.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The Shadow Ball, to me, rather than revealing Shadow Ball, it kind of reveals that he's omitting a key move that you would normally run on your Sylveons. Probably not Toxic is what he's omitting.
Probably no Toxic. It doesn't do a whole lot to his team. Maybe, he obviously... Shadow Ball's probably definitely the smartest choice over HP Fire.
It's possible he couldn't be... He's not running Hyper Voice. He's running Hyper Voice.
You have to run Hyper
Voice. For
Voice.
Keldeo and Garchomp.
Yeah, Keldeo and Garchomp are big threats. It looks like... Well, I mean, I don't know who's taking their time here. He does go for the Hyper Voice... And he lets Sylveon go down. I think that's a huge misplay on Steven's part. Keldeo really handles a lot on his team. Unfortunate there. So no Protect.
Yeah. I'll
expect... I said Steven has no spinners, but he has Donphan.
Yeah, that's true.
Wow. So, I think either Azelf or... Weavile is coming in here.
I don't think you want to take unnecessary rocks damage here, though, with Weavile.
A Foul Play is going to hurt anything. Or a knockoff.
Yeah, not the Keldeo. Foul Play wouldn't hurt Keldeo.
It'll be interesting to see if Weavile does have anything for that Keldeo.
Steven taking his time
Maybe
here.
A Low Kick or a Brick Break or something of that nature.
Yeah, I don't think anything super effective, but...
You have to say the powers of Entei are in perfect control here. Steven has a team very, very similar to last time. Oh, and this Weavile. I'm expecting a Foul Play here. Or a switch. I mean, he could switch out into Metagross, which would be really stupid, actually. He does go for the knockoff, and that takes it out. So Steven is able to pull a Pokemon back. Alright, so... Does Steven have a check to this thing? He does have Tangrowth. There's also the possibility that he does stay in and go for knockoff because he does outspeed.
Foul Play, I think he's running Foul Play. Because knockoff does around 50.
Well, he's doing that. Well, yeah, he's running both probably.
Yeah, so I think if he has Foul Play, then he has to go for it here. It does a huge amount. I think it kills after rocks, actually.
The other possibility, the Bullet Punch will take this thing down. Has some sort of berry to have the damage.
Right, true.
I don't know.
It's probably a Mega Metagross.
I'm talking about Weavile. And he does go for the Foul Play! Is Agility coming in? Ice Punch!
Wow.
Oh, and the crits! Oh my god, that might be huge. This thing does not get Sucker Punch. Ice Punch predicting the Donphan. Now, I think the play Steven is going to make is to go out into Tangrowth because Rocky Helmet takes it out, and I think it can take an Ice Punch. It should be back to full health because of Regenerator. So I really think the play Steven is going to make and should make is go out into Tangrowth. Even an Ice Punch, it might do a lot. It might do around 50%, but he does have the Regenerator ability, so he will be able to get some of that back. He does go for Ice Shard. It doesn't take it out. Oh my god, and a crit. Another crit. Why?
You think even with the berry that... I don't know. It's only a base 40 power move. It is stab, though.
I just think the play there was to go out into Tangrowth.
Doesn't Mega Metagross cap at 350? So, if he's jolly, then he should have outsped with a
Bullet Punch. He went there for Bullet Punch. And see, this was the right play. This was the right play originally. He had to do this. Unfortunately, losing Weavile is huge. Really a check to Entei. A foul play is going to destroy Entei every time. And now he does not have a switch into this thing.
We'll see how well Doniphan takes a Sacred... Or he's going to let Tangrowth go down.
Wow. Now, can Azelf get a sweep? Wait.
So maybe from damage, Stevens found out that this thing's choice banded.
It probably is, to be honest. Now, he has to hope this Sacred Fire doesn't burn. He could go on to Uxie here. I think you have to go for EQ, right? You have to.
Yeah, I don't know what else.
The other possibility is play rough for Keldeo. He does go on to Cutie. EQ. Does Donphan outspeed? Let's look at the max speeds and the minute speeds here. 94 to 175. Unless he's running serious speed investment.
Well, Ice Shard, I don't think Ice Shard can take it out if Donphan's running Ice Shard.
Shadow Ball doesn't do a lot. And he goes for the play rough. He does reveal the play rough there. Doniphan can do serious damage to his team. Steven is not in terrible position here.
Yeah, Keldeo comes in. So Doniphan's definitely not living a water type move here.
Specs Hydro Pump takes it out. If this is Scarf Keldeo...
Yeah, even a Scald.
It's Life Orb.
Okay. So
what kind of Azelf is this?
It could be
346,
really anything.
361.
So, yeah, if it's banded or spexed, then this could be interesting. I don't know if an E-Speed will take it out.
But I don't think will any moves take the Garchomp out? Maybe Dazzling Gleam?
Yeah, I don't...
but he can't... If he specs, he can't go for Dazzling Gleam because of the Entei. So can Azelf solo it here?
Yeah.
We're 22 turns deep into this battle. A great battle. Very, very aggressive battle from Steven especially.
Yeah. I mean, both of these people are great battlers. It looks like Kyle really brought the right team this week to match Stevens. And I don't know what Steven could have done a little bit better in terms of team building, but...
like I said, this team is very, very similar to his previous team against Kyle, in which he destroyed him. Kyle seems to have prepared a little bit better. I think maybe Lantern. Lantern does a great deal to his whole team.
Yeah, very high HP stat.
Yeah, so Lantern might have been a possibility there. It can take a Bullet Punch very, very well. The only thing is EQ does a lot from a Garchomp.
But looking at it, I think it's
pretty much. I think it's pretty much done.
I think we're gonna see a.
I think we're gonna see a 2-0
versus Torterras final.
It's not over yet. Someone's taking a while. I think if Kyle switches out here, it's a huge misplay.
Yeah. Well, we know that it's Life Orb, so there really would be no reason to switch out here. Because it's not like it's locked into anything.
Right.
So there's no point of... It's got to be Steven, the one who's deciding right now.
You never know.
Moves.
Let's see the perspective from the Torterra side. And he goes for the side shock and takes it out.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
So the big thing here is that we know that Garchomp is not scarfed or anything like that. So the big thing here is, can it live in E-Speed? I don't know about Azelf's bulk that much. Or, okay, maybe a side shock won't kill. It's possible.
Wait, why did... Wait.
Actually, a side shock probably.
Wait, what just happened?
What?
Dazzling Gleam! Dragon Claw!
Oh my god. Okay. Still, though,
does E-Speed take him out? Probably. Choice band.
How low is Entei? I'm forgetting.
Well, it's going to take 69%. It's going to take 25%.
Okay.
He has to have E-Speed.
He does have E-Speed. No, I don't think Azelf is taking this out unless it's like some kind of having normal... No, we know it's... Well, what item? Is it E-Belt? No, what? Have we seen an item from Azelf yet?
No, we haven't. Maybe E-Belt, maybe Focus Sash.
But I mean, it would be crazy if it like have the type of...
But it's not super effective. Do berries...
I don't... Maybe? No, I don't... Maybe not.
Man, see, it's having Tangrowth... So he's not Choice. He has no recovery. He's not Rocky Helmet. He's not Life Orbed.
It kind of worries me for Kyle's side that he hasn't chosen yet. I mean, you would think if you have E-Speed, just come in, click E-Speed, done. I don't think Azelf gets any priority here, so we know that barring an E-Speed, Azelf will outspeed up.
And that there you have it, an E-Speed from Vesuvius takes down Azelf, and the Toronto Torterras are heading to the first ever International Pokemon League Finals against Jared of the Ohio State Fighting Sea-Dots. What a match we have here. 25 turns. Very, very aggressive from both players. It comes down to a 1-0 and E-Speed from Entei. Probably Choice Band. So, wow, what a match. Any final thoughts, Sahil?
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate Steven's willingness to play for the win and not play not to lose. I think he put in a good effort, and Steven showed that he was, him and Bayern Münchlax were a great team throughout the season, but I always thought it was going to be Kyle who won this game. It's going to be a Kyle and Jared final, and it's going to be a great game, I think. Regardless, we've never seen a match between these two teams complete, so that's going to be exciting to watch.
Yeah, it definitely will be. The other thing I'd like to say is good game to both of you. Congratulations to Kyle, the Powers of Entei, on making it to the first ever final. A great season from Steven. Definitely the best team all year, consistently finishing off the season 10-4. Unfortunately, Kyle moves up to 10-5. I'm including the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
Just final thoughts from me. I thought Kyle played very, very well. He made the right plays. He didn't overpredict. He made the right plays. Steven got caught overpredicting a little bit. And unfortunately, I think he let some of his Pokemon, like Sylveon. I mean, I guess Sylveon, there's nothing he can really do after that. But he did let Sylveon maybe go down a little bit easily. I don't know if there are any other plays there. Weavile, I think, was the one he let go down easily to the Bullet Punch. Definitely think the right play was to switch out into Tangrowth there for the Rocky Helmet damage. Having that Ice Shard late in the battle could have been huge. That being said, great season from Steven and Bayern Münchlax, and we'll be excited to see what he can do next year in the second season of the International Pokemon League. All right, so the finals are set for 2 weeks from today, any day on that weekend, most likely Sunday. We will have a live stream of the final. There will be a two-week break. We do have the Pro Bowl coming up next week. Nah. No, I mean, we can put that together.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, maybe there's something we can do next week. Maybe a little fun battle for third place game, maybe.
I'm thinking a third place game between Steven and you, but maybe the best Pokemon all year in the league.
What do you mean? Play our best?
No, like the Pokemon.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that'd be fun. Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. All right. Well, that's it for us. We will see you 2 weeks, maybe next week. We'll see you in 2 weeks for the International Pokemon League Final, the first ever one. Please come out to the Twitch stream. A link to our channel will be in the description. Follow me at Big Time Brownie on Twitter. I will tweet out a stream if you want, if you're interested. But we'll definitely see you there. Once again, I've been Big Time Brownie here with Sahil Qatar, coach of the Milwaukee Mewers. We will see you next time on the International Pokemon League channel.
See ya.